Hello, my name is Cynthia Lara, and I am here finally doing the podcast. And what is that podcast, you ask? Is Meet Me at the Table. I think at the end of the day, everyone deserves a seat at the table, and I want you to come sit with me as we enjoy some delicious meals and conversations that will fuel not just your belly, but also your mind, body, and soul. A table is communal. This is a place for open conversation, laughter, love, sometimes even sadness, and always ties in with delicious food. I feel like all types of podcasts, number one, they're all special. It is a way of people trying to get a message out and also bring people into their realm in order for them to just open up and just have conversations that are probably really difficult to have even within your family or between friends. But something that stands out on my podcast is the relaxation, sitting at a table, enjoying really good food, and having that conversation. So there's just not the conversational piece, but my hope and my dream is to capture different people eating the food with their reaction of that first bite all the way through that last bite too. You have a seat at my table. I mean, there are some times where people just don't feel like they're included even within their own family. And I want inclusion. I want everyone to feel comfortable and confident enough to come meet me at my table and again, have some delicious food and just be open and be human. If you know me, you know that I say this and you know this of me. I've lived a million lives. I am able and I feel full, almost like a blessing to be able to connect with so many people with all types of walks of life, to share my story. But I also want to listen to story because I truly believe that we are all constantly a student of life. Someone that you see down the street that maybe looks differently, you automatically probably feel that you're not able to connect with them. But when you start listening to their story, there's certain things that might touch you, certain things that might bring awareness within your own life. And then there's connectivity. So at the end of the day, like the connectivity aspect, despite of how a person presents themselves, is key. And I think a lot of people are able to connect with many people in this realm. And I feel I, for one, have had that awareness. And I think it's one of the biggest gifts of my life. And I want to share that with many other people too. Just being me, showing up and speaking and talking about different topics that I've probably experienced in the past or I'm currently experiencing now. I want my viewers to feel that they're able to tune in to my podcasts and feel like they're being heard, seen, and loved. How do I practice being vulnerable within this space? I'd say continuing to trust myself. I'd also say the practice of being vulnerable mainly within my own family. My own family are my two teenagers, and I show a lot of humanism because I'm not perfect. If anything, the first thing, how I introduce myself is that I am the human being, and I'm constantly moving this world as if it's my first time, because every time I wake up, it is my first time living that day, and I don't know what's coming my way. And I try my very best to let my teens know, hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through, and having them kind of like understand my own life. And as I practice that with them, I am able to then step out into the world and be more of that. On a typical episode, what you will expect is number one, dishes, delicious food. I think the table setting speaks volumes. I want people to look at that table setting and know that this is a gift for them. And the food is the bonus. And then the conversational piece is also an added bonus too. My love language literally is being of acts of service. And the acts of service for me is cooking. And so if I'm able to gift someone that piece, like it's made my day. So you will have the table setting, you will have food within snippets of people eating the food will go into a certain topic of that day, and we'll get down dirty, nitty gritty into all of the things, and possibly finish with dessert. Yeah, let's do it.